Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me down. Hope you're all surviving week 2 of this change, or this evolution, as I like to call it. Today's theme is perspective. I'm a yoga teacher. I've run retreats for about 12 years around the world. I used to be in corporate many years ago as an EA, so I certainly understand the pressures, the timelines, and the excitement also of being in a high-paced environment, dealing with different personalities. And add on top of that, the fact that most of us are working from home right now. Couple of little tips I recommend. Highly recommend getting yourself a little spray bottle to mist through your aura. Tea tree is beautiful. Whilst it doesn't kill the coronavirus, it's an antiseptic, so you can also pop it in one of these beautiful diffusers. It's been really renowned for cleansing the air. Keeping things fresh and beautiful during this time. Or at night, you might like to use lavender. And it's just a beautiful way of, even if you don't believe in energy, it just sort of rinses off and keeps you feeling fresh throughout the day. Another thing is, what I'd like to say on the subject of perspective is check yourself before you wreck yourself. So if I think of things in my life, life-changing things, for instance, my little brother went through cancer. I helped him through that journey of 2 years with meditation and mindfulness. And I think he certainly taught me about perspective, because no stressing was going to help that little 30-year-old boy get over what he had to get over. And a lot of it was linked also to the mind, and he had to, go through chemo and things like that. So a wonderful journey on perspective. It's sort of easy to say, look, there's people around the world worse off than us, and sometimes that comparison doesn't help. But it is good to remind ourselves that stress only causes us to scientifically get in what's called a small brain state. So if I'm to stress now, what will happen is my brain will go into what's called small brain, and it constricts. You lack creative ideas. There's an increase of cortisol in your body, which leads to adrenal fatigue, which means you might find yourself over time living in what's called a fight or flight state. So the perspective comes in when we realize we need to have deep acceptance of a situation. And also, we're the most important commodity in all of this. Self-care of our hearts, of our bodies, making sure that we drink enough water, exercise. And maybe this is an amazing time to go, you know what? I don't want to be that stressed out worker anymore, if that's something that you find yourself doing. I know for myself personally, I'd like to not be so reactive to others during this time. So 3 beautiful ways to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Number 1 is just being aware of your posture. So when you're sitting at a desk, roll your shoulders throughout the day, and just notice when you're sitting or standing, how are you presenting yourself to the world? Is it one of stress and uptightness, or can you just relax your shoulders like so during your belly? So we'll just start with 3 little stretches at your desk. Chi tapping, I absolutely love. So the immune system is linked to your thymus, which is here. So whenever someone sneezes, hopefully it's not near you, tap. So you just tap, 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 and that activates your immune system. I'd say do that for 30 seconds throughout the day, or when you go to bed at night, just tap, tap, tap. You can also tap your legs while you're there. Tap, 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 underneath. And you can tap both shoulders, and then you can take it into some delicious chi tapping, which I absolutely love, which you can do. It takes a couple of seconds. And you can even add an affirmation like, I am happy, or I am blessed, I am healthy. This is a beautiful thing to do because it activates your stomach meridian. So if you have too much sugar, little snacks while you're having your team meetings, tap under here, index and middle, all the way under your eye, and it's gonna calm down this brain of ours. Not this one, but this one, the belly. That's where we hold all emotion. Second one is some beautiful deep breathing. So inevitably, most of us are finding our breath is getting really in here, shoulders rise, fight or flight response kicks in. And I was finding even before coronavirus, most of us are living our lives in a state of fight or flight, which is just not good. as a society. So we want to use this time to be more in homeostasis, I think that's the word I'm trying to say, in which you're in a state of calm more than not just in a yoga class, but throughout your day. So that's your aim, to stay in that state of calm. So notice if you're come up here and just let your energy go down to your feet and have one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Feel into your feet and ground. This time in our lives, we've got to all be grounding. So if you can duck out, go to a park alone with one friend and just let your feet on the earth. I cannot express that more, how important that is. Best way to get rid of anxiety is to feel your feet on the earth. But you can do it at home. I'm now focusing as I talk to you on my feet. You might notice my voice starts to get a little lower down because I'm bringing my energy into my lower chakras, into my feet, into the earth. The earth resonates at a beautiful pulse as well that really does scientifically ground us and works wonders on this physical body of ours. And just tune in how you're feeling. And then you want to just do some beautiful breaths. So hand on your belly. So you breathe into your belly rises into your hand for 4. You take it into your heart for 3. And then into your throat for 1. And you hold. Holding the breath slows down thinking. And open your mouth and go belly 4, heart 3, throat 1. So we'll do that again. Deep breath, belly 4, heart 3, throat 1. Hold. And then belly 4, heart 3, throat 1. And notice how you feel. One more. Belly 4, heart 3, throat 1. Little pause. And then belly 4, heart 3, throat 1. That's 3 breaths. It's taken me 20 seconds. I feel divine. We'll end with a little meditation. Palms up. Let's be open to receive. Or palms down if you want to feel more grounded. So just take a moment here. Close your eyes when you're ready. And we're just going to breathe in. Imagine the crown lifts to the sky. And we're going to breathe out and just relax your shoulders. And then from there, just listen. And breathe in as we raise our crown to the sky. And breathe out. Just let yourself listen to the sounds in the room, but don't judge it. And then let yourself feel into your physical body. And just breathe in the word let. And breathe out the word go. And breathe in the word let. And breathe out the word go. Open your eyes. Feel your feet on the earth. Take a beautiful circle of joy. Reach it up. And finish by popping it in your heart. Have a blessed Friday. Lots of love. Namaste. Oh, and I nearly forgot. If you want to find me on Instagram, we're all in that wonderful world now. It's Sacred Places Yoga. That's my tag. Love to join you, meet you, help you. Thanks.